So Call of Duty Mobile just added in a brand new lucky draw to the game that contains not only the legendary mana ray, but the brand new legendary Makarov pistol. The significance of this draw coming in today is that there's no other way to unlock the Makarov at the moment of me recording this video. So if you want to get your hands on the gun early, you're going to have to pull it through the lucky draw. Now in a couple of days, I'm sure it's going to release through seasonal challenges, but as of right now, this is early access to the gun. Now I went ahead and made a couple of pulls to this draw already, and I'm assuming we're gonna have to go probably the full length of the draw to end up getting the pistol. We're up to 1300 CP already, picking up a brand new Krig 6, and that leaves us with just 3 items to go, 2 of them being the legendary draws. Hopefully we can pull this Makarov before the character skin and save a little bit of CP, because that's pretty much all I care about. I think we did it. Okay, we got the pistol first. That'll save us about, what, 40 bucks? Now, if you guys haven't heard of the Makarov pistol, well, you're about to find out. You guys know, for the longest time, I've been using the LCAR 9 as my primary secondary. Well, I think we're about to fully switch over to the Makarov, because this thing is an absolute beast. So not only does it have the capability of being the fastest firing full auto pistol in the game, but it does also have a perk attachment to give you Akimbo full auto secondaries. I've seen a little bit of gameplay on the Akimbo and it looks nutty, so I'm assuming it's going to be super powerful. In today's video, do want to try to do some gameplay with just the single Makarov and then the Akimbo, so we get a perspective of both. Let's go ahead and start getting this thing built out. Now, the lightweight single action trigger is a super important attachment to throw on it, but in order to be fully effective, it's going to also need to be paired with the full auto barrel. To give you guys a look at how much different the weapon performs with these 2 attachments, this is with the attachments equipped, and here's the weapon with nothing attached to it. Pretty big difference. This is going to be the gunsmith that we're rocking for just the single Makarov secondary, and you guys might have noticed we've got an 80 round extended drum mag on this pistol. So as I'm sure you've caught on by now, these attachments on the gun are crazy and by far just the best of any secondary we have in the game. Of course, I can talk about it all day, but we're gonna go ahead and hop into some ranked matches and see what we can actually do with the gun. All right, we got a pretty sweaty lobby here, so I don't know how well we're gonna perform, but this is more for just showcasing the weapon. Yeah, the aim shake on the single pistol is nuts. I will say that. But I mean, at the end of the day, got 80 rounds to get a kill, so got plenty of power to spray. Enemy shock RC. Dead. Enemy dead. UAV up. Throw a trip mine down over there. I have a feeling they're gonna spawn the back alleyway. Go ahead and hit a reload. That guy got kind of fried. Is that a grenade? Oh my god. I got a player behind me. I just heard the footsteps. Go ahead and pop kinetic here. Yeah, I will say, seeing through the iron sights when you're spraying the full auto single, that's kind of difficult. Oh, I tried to jump. So I think, as a lot of people expected, the Akimbo is probably going to be the move here when it comes to using the gun. I think if it has less aim shake, it can be especially viable as a secondary. Challenging a DRH head on. All right, there we go. I mean, benefits of this thing having the 80 round mag on it is you can definitely pre-fire for a while. There is no harm in just sitting there and holding down the trigger. Pushing these players off spawn. I am starting to get a little bit more used to like the visual recoil shake. There's one. There's 2. I think the thing about this gun is it's pretty good. It's got potential. It's just really difficult to get those like long or mid-range kills when you have to aim down the sights because of how much aim shake this thing actually ends up having. Got a chopper gunner. Okay, well, the enemies are definitely going to be chilling in the gas station then. There we go. And I'll do it here for game number 1. So yeah, first impressions, I can say I don't think I'm going to be using the single Makarov all too much. I definitely think it's going to be more powerful in its Akimbo form. I figured we'd try the single version for one more game before we swap to the Akimbo just to see how we do. But right now, I'm definitely leaning towards the Akimbo being the better form. I will say I am starting to get a little bit more comfortable with the aim shake. Whew. I mean, definitely just spray and pray is the name of the game here with this thing. All right, we got pop kinetic here. Take down that player, and there should be some below us. One in the corner. One in this corner, too. Yep. All right, we got full streaks. I'm going to go ahead and drop the shock RC. Anybody coming out the front door? Perfect. Got one more over there. Dead. Throw up the UAV. Have a predator missile on lock, ready to go. Oh, enemies just spawn back around here. Yeah, definitely now that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with this thing, we're starting to do a bit better. Let's see if this guy recals. Oh no, he's just hanging out over there. All right, I'm gonna pop the UAV. I'm getting wall banged. I hate that. Okay. Well, up close, I'm definitely feeling a lot more confident in gunfights. We got spawns. I don't know what I'm getting hit by. That was perfect for a second. They lined up. I saw the enemies had persistence. I'm getting kind of nervous now. Okay, well, this is like the only objective I can really do something on. Obviously, with it being a pistol, I'm not going to be cross-mapping anybody. Most of the gunfights that I'm going to succeed in are going to be the close range ones. Okay, there's a double. As I said, I wasn't going to cross map. We got to drop the shock RC down, though. Enemies are starting to get control of the hill, which is not good for us. Nice. We do have spawns. Can we do something about that? Okay. If I can go prone here, I might be able to cut them off from spawning up. Got one. We're still holding down the objective. This is good. Spawn points are really weird right now. Oh, we're good. We're good. There we go. Uh-oh, spawns, I was about to say. They're probably going to start spawning up on us. We dropped the shock RC. Someone with the reactor cores right there on the objective. Oh, I thought you died to the VTOL. You got hit by it. Throw this strip mine down. I'm getting in this corner here. Okay, got the pred, and that should be game over here. There we go, game-winning double kill. Yes, sir. So obviously, I'm not gunning anybody at like super long ranges with this thing. It's definitely effective close range, which makes it a super reliable secondary. For me personally, I'm just wondering like, what do I like better, the LCAR or the Makarov? We're gonna go ahead and take off our stock and swap over to the Akimbo form of this, which I have extremely high hopes for. We're gonna actually take off the suppressor and throw on a hipfire laser as well. So this is the gunsmith that we're using for the Akimbo version of the gun. Brother, this is a sweaty lobby again. We have Hacienda, which is definitely by far not the best map for using something like Akimbo. But I will do what I can here. Here we go, finally getting our first kill on the board. I'd imagine enemies are spawning up over here. Oh, there's 3 players in front of me. Yeah, I gotta just sit here. There's 3. Oh, there we go. We got them all. Now, despite that kill, I'm gonna say it, I don't think these are absolutely busted. I think as a secondary, they're pretty decent, but if you want reliable kills, I just don't think going Akimbo Makarovs is going to be the way. You can obviously whip them out in like the situations where you're super close range and they're going to be doing good, but I don't think they're broken. I think they're just a pretty good, reliable secondary for close range. Thinking back in the day to like the Akimbo Phoenix, I feel like they were a lot more powerful because they had a lot more capability of killing at range, where this just seems a little bit more balanced. I'd love to push that player, but I just don't think I can. Oh, yeah. I mean, right there. That was an HG40 as well. I know that's gotten a buff this season, but in, like, what universe do I lose that fight pre-firing that far ahead? I think that just shows that these are, like, pretty fairly balanced. The time to kill can be really good, but it's not the fastest in the game. Okay, we got that kill. I don't know where I'm at. That kill too. I think that's where I stand on these. They're not OP. I don't think they're busted. I think they're just a pretty decent secondary option, but I really don't think that they're gonna break the game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it up to COD Mobile. They made a pretty well-balanced pistols. Oh my god, that guy had to have been using, yep, the Makarov. He had a single one behind a couple of players here. I think right there was a great example of why I'm not going to be personally rocking the Akimbo. They just don't have that consistency and versatility that's going to make it worthwhile. So after that, my first impressions of the pistols. The Akimbo can be useful if you only swap to your secondaries in situations where you have players running super close to you. I, however, don't think I'm going to rock the Akimbo as a secondary just because it doesn't have enough versatility for me personally. So then we have to look at the difference between the single Makarov compared to the Elcar. And I think the Makarov, despite having an 80 round drum mag for its single pistol compared to the Elcar's 30, because it's bullet trajectory and not hit scan, I think I would rather use the Elcar. It has less aim shake. In my opinion, it's easier to use, and it definitely has less damage drop off than the Makarov. If we compare between the two, you can see how quickly the damage drop off actually applies to the Makarov. So pretty much outside of 10 meters, this thing just becomes a pea shooter, which compared to an Elcar in its base form up to 14 meters is still going to be hitting for 22. So I went into today's video thinking that the Makarov was going to be my new go-to secondary and just take over COD Mobile as like the secondary, but I actually don't think that's going to be the case. I think for like very casual players, they're going to rock it as an Akimbo secondary. Competitive players are still probably going to opt for the 50 GS, and for me personally, I'm still going to use the Elcar. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below what you all think of the Makarov. I'll do it here for myself, and I'll catch you all in the next one.